So bonus points are the new focus going in 1989. You go to Charlotte, the Winston, and got to tell you, Rusty, before I got into the sport professionally, 1989 was my first year being interested in NASCAR. Watched the first race of the year. Who won the Daytona 500? Darrell Waltrip. Mm-hmm. So I'm a Darrell Waltrip fan.
Okay.
And you come off turn 4. What did you see from your seat?
What I saw was incredible adrenaline in my seat. I'm jacked up. I ran the first segment. I drove away. Had a super fast car. Got in the second segment, and the car was not handling. I said, what in the hell's wrong with this car? It was so fast in the first segment. Make the pit stop on the second segment. Barry Dotson comes across the radio. So I found a problem. He's almost emphatic on the radio. So what is it? He said, we accidentally got the right rear tire on the right front and got the right front on the right rear.
No kidding.
And I'll never forget.
Wow.
Right front tire measured 88.5 inches in diameter.
Yeah.
The right rear, we had it at 88 inches. Half-inch smaller right rear tire. We always did that. Somehow we got the 88.5 in the right rear, and that car's loose as hell. So in the second segment, I'm loose. I just couldn't go. Just too loose. Yeah. Loose. Yeah. We came down to get everything back on. He said, you're back normal, man. We found the problem. You're good to go. Drive the shit out of it. You know?
Yeah.
I get out there, Darrell takes off, and I'm going, man, this thing is fast. It's back normal again.
Yeah.
And I run him down, and I catch him. I catch him, and I had no patience at all. I'm like, this is the Winston. Everybody's touting. Go out there and do it. Just bring the steering wheel back.
You don't have to worry about bonus points.
No, hell no. I was just going for it. When that thing took off and I just barreled it down into turn 3, I just stayed wide open on the throttle, the front end slide, and I said, it'll stick. Keep on going. And it didn't stick, and I slid up into him, and I bumped him, and he spun, and whole damn infield got in a fight. It was dramatic. They're still talking about it today.
Yeah.
But it was two complete different mindsets. Going into that race and then going into Coca-Cola 600, two different deals. But, man, I'll tell you what, this morning when I was out there doing that interview, we were kind of talking about mindset, so in different types of mindset. How did you go for a championship? I said, to me, every single race I ran, I had to pretend it was the last race. This is my only chance. I wasn't looking way down the road, I was looking in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
I said, that's all I can do. And that's how you do in the doggone Winston. You just go like hell, and then that's it, and it got me in trouble and created a lot of drama. And then I look back at it, I don't know if it got me in trouble or not. It just got a lot of attention and excitement, and it was pretty wild.
Prior to that, Darrell had kind of a bad boy reputation. He had his run-ins with the media and fans and so forth, and inviting them down to the Kmart parking lot to fist fight and all that kind of thing. But it seemed like after that happened, he became the good guy. And for a time, you wore a black hat. Mm-hmm. In all seriousness, was it hard for you to deal with that?
It was very hard for me to deal with it because I just had flashbacks of me growing up and not having nothing and trying to make it. And then you're making it, your baby steps, you make it, and all of a sudden now at 88, you almost win. 89, I do win the title, but what we're talking about, here in the middle of it, and it's like you're going and going, and all of a sudden you have this massive setback. It just brings you all the way back down, and you look up, and I was always used to having some pretty good cheers, then it was just all boos. I'm like, man, I am not a bad person, guys.
Yeah.
This race, I'm going for it, and this happened, and it was really, really tough, What'd that last? That lasted 3 or 4 years, I think.
Did it really? That long?
I remember I remember when it changed. When I finally started getting my fans back was 93.
Yeah.
I remember it clearly. Yeah, I run the Sunday race, and I win the race. And I do the reverse Polish victory lap because that's what Alan did.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason I did that, to honor him. And it was emotional as hell, and I left and thinking, I just can't believe this, but I'm so glad I was the guy to be able to win that race because I grew up with him on those short tracks, amongst a lot of other short track racers. And then all of a sudden, I go to the next race, and people are clapping. And I said, I haven't heard this for 3 years. And they're being nice.
Yeah.
And I went, what the hell? And then I go to the next race.
All the way around this half-mile racetrack, the crowd is on its feet. Maybe even those who cheer against Rusty Wallace are up saluting this victory lap.
And I think that the fans felt some type of bond, when they saw me do that reverse victory lap, it was super emotional. And I think it stuck to a lot of people, And to be able, like I said, be able to win that thing was just really something. Alan might not know it, sitting up there in heaven right now, but he's the one that got me unhated. It got me unhated by the fans, I think.
Yeah.